Hello, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors, and I haven't been making videos lately, and I don't know if it's because I'm tired of looking at, I'm not going to say a mess because it's really not that bad, but the clutter, I'm feeling very uninspired, and I have a little bit of stuff kind of everywhere, and really am tired of looking at it. So I'm thinking I'm going to be doing some reorganizing, and thought I would show you guys, moving as slow as I can, the before and after. I'm going to be moving some of my furniture bits around, and I don't know, maybe changing out some of the things that I have everything stored in. I'm not quite sure, but again, a before and after. One of my closet doors is closed, not for any reason other than it's just closed. So what I'm thinking that I might do is take these two things and switch them over to this side of the room, and then take my desk and spin it around so I'm facing that direction instead of that direction. And then I want to get rid of this. I don't like it as storage. It's a cute dresser and everything, but I don't like it as storage in my craft room. Obviously, that is just a decoration. I don't use it for anything. I don't know where else in my house I'm going to put it, but I don't know. I'm going to do something different. I want to try and find different storage for the stuff in here and the stuff in here, and then just get rid of that stuff. So the wall is maybe empty, I don't know. And I think I'm going to switch out the stuff that I have up there. It's just decoration, and I don't know. Like I said, I think my eyes are tired of looking at it. So stay tuned and we'll see what I come up with. Okay, you guys, it's the next day, and I spent, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. I kind of just started taking that whole wall down. And I have really no plan for what's going to go in these spaces, but I want it different. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it, which is going to force me to figure out what to do. I moved my paper holder over here and my sewing machine. I haven't turned my desk around yet. It's awful heavy, and I need to clean it off and take stuff out of the, the shelves down below to lighten it up a little bit. There were things on the wall up here. I pulled those off. I haven't filled the holes yet. I need to paint the holes that I filled over on the other wall. So then I moved these things over here. Still don't know what I'm going to do about the dresser. And then I left this stuff. I probably just going to leave it all there. But you guys, so here's my mess. I have to ignore the bedroom over there. I'm going to try and get you. So this is my daughter's bedroom, who's gone to college. So I'm using her floor. So this is stuff that I've taken out of, the craft room over there that I have to figure out what to do with. These are my stacks of paper here. So that will go back in my paper shelves. So that's not a big deal, but I don't know what I'm going to do with all of that. Anyway, so I have a little bit of time today. I'll work on it and probably accomplish not much, honestly. We'll see. All right. Okay, guys, we are on day number 3, and I've made some decisions. Well, I've also filled some holes. I filled the holes and painted on both sides here. I also did it here and here. Took down the things there, and I don't think I'm putting anything back up. I am needing things to be less cluttered right now. This here, I think, is the shelf that I've decided to use. I purchased it quite a while ago at a yard sale, and It needs a little bit of TLC. You'll notice that it has a big gap going down the side of the back of the shelf, and I'm going to fill that in with caulking. The other side isn't too bad, so just a little bit. And then I'm going to repaint it. I found some paint downstairs that is very similar in color, so I think one coat will do me just fine. And then this shelf here that's sitting on my desk is what my lamps and my phone holder for recording normally sits on. I'm planning on painting that as well. I'm going to probably paint it an off-white color. Actually, I have paint that's very similar to what color it is right now, so I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I'm also going to add a board to the back of it to close it off so that you don't see stuff from this side of my desk when it's back up on there. And then over on this side, I have edited my picture wall. I've taken down the things that were on this side and on this side just to calm it down a little bit. And I switched this one out to a different one. I hear things falling in the other room. I think it's my daughter's posters, a few posters that are still on the wall. Anyway, so that's where I am, cleaning, like taking things out, trying to figure out how to reorganize. I'm going to reorganize this up here as well. I mean, mostly it's all going to be the same stuff up there, but plan to reorganize it. All right, I haven't done anything inside my closet. Still haven't done anything here, except for I did have some pictures hanging up above. I took those down, filled the holes, and repainted. Okay. All right, you guys, so I am going to get busy fixing that up. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I am pretty much finished, so I thought I would just show you around my new organized, clean space. But first, I want to show you real quick the stuff I took out that's not going back in. I don't know if I showed you the mess at its height in here. I don't remember. I'll have to look back at the videos, but the floor was covered. And so these are the things that I've taken out that are not going back in. Unless, you know, the empty storage, I might need that at some point, but you know, the things that I had up on the wall that were holding things, I'm not putting those back in. You know, some of these dark decorations that I had, not putting that back in. So now I have to find a place to put that in my house. And I'm not looking forward to that. Okay, let me turn this light off and then we'll go back into my craft room. All right, so this is the wall I see as I enter, and I think it looks so much better, way less cluttered. I will be putting something here, but I don't have anything right now. I have a cross stitch that I'm going to try and finish that I think might go there. So let's go on in, and I think I'll close the door and we'll look around. Trying to go slow so as not to freak your guys' eyes out. Okay, so you've seen this a whole bunch of times. This is my paper punch wall, and then my tall storage. These are just journals that I've made and kept, or ones that I purchased or traded for. My buttons, more punches, and then just different books and things that I use for pulling pages out to add to my journals. And then I added these just to straighten it up a bit because I got really tired of looking at just this. So that looks better to me. So there's all of that. These I found at Hobby Lobby quite a while ago, if that's something you're interested in doing. Okay, and then my closet. So long time ago, I took you can tell not a good job I did of the painting. I didn't realize that until recently. It needs another full coat of paint, and I think it has probably 3 coats on it. Anyway, I didn't do anything in here except for just straighten it up a little bit. So I have shelves. All of this up here is Christmas, and then there's extra envelopes. You guys, I have so many envelopes. There's fabric, little pieces. I have trims in there, more fabric pieces, and I think I have some flowers in there. These are bins of fabric. And then I have just things like recipe cards, playing cards, index cards, washi tape. I've got lace in here, just different things, string, flowers. These are different pages and file folders and things that I use in my journals, and then a couple of sewing boxes. I pull stuff out from there every now and then when I need needle and thread or something. I am going to be redoing my stamps. I have that stuff coming in the mail, but I didn't want to wait to do this video. More little bits and pieces, and then back there are some letters for the old, I can't even think of what the thing's called, die cut machine, the really old one. I have some drawers down here with miscellaneous things. I have napkins, doilies. I think I have, let's see, what are they called? Stencils. This is my little play with my craft room thing. I made little, room so I could play with my furniture to see if I wanted to move it around. Yeah, there are these. I have just some extra little bits and pieces of things. Down in here, I have flowers and some die cuts. This is scraps of colored paper, like colored cardstock, the different scraps. I have them in file folders to help keep me organized. My little machines there, iron. I have paint and mixed media stuff here, and I never use it because that kind of stuff scares me to death. Someday. Empty baskets, I used those quite a bit while I was reorganizing. You guys, I have 3, maybe 4 big boxes of things that I got from my sister, and it is old stuff from a house she moved into. There was a lot of stuff left into it, and she's like, hey, maybe you want some of this for your journals. I've never shown any of it to you guys, but there's a whole bunch of old stuff in there. So anyway, back to this wall. I ended up with this tall, skinny set of shelves, and it's something that I found at a yard sale a couple years ago. It was in my craft room for a while back, but I took it out and thought it worked really well here. So I purchased those baskets that you see in it from Amazon. Not my favorite. They actually are soft-sided, and so they'll push back down. I went and I bought some of these to hold my distress ink. There's 2 of them in there. But to keep them open, let's see here, down in this one, I put a basket in it. So I've got my embossing stuff in there. Not very much embossing stuff. I need to fill that up, don't I? I don't do embossing very often. I'm a little bit not good at it. So I've got kids' books down in here. These are my stamp pads. Now, I would say it's not the best way to store stamps, but it works for me or stamp pads, because I very rarely stamp anything. So it's fine. I don't mind digging through every now and then. I have all my little glues and things up in there. And then over here, this is just a little thing that I keep used tags. I mean, not used, pre-made little things that I make here and there. Just in there waiting to go into a journal, and I find I forget about them and never use them. I got a new bigger one of these, so I took out all of my little scissors and some markers and stuck it in there. I don't know if I'll leave it there or not. Down in this unit, I have more of these. I never use them, I should. Just stuff. Just stuff. That kind of stuff down there. And then all of my paper packs are down in there. I have my sewing machine. I just bought a new little thread holder. I did have my thread hanging up on the wall, and I just don't want to clutter up my walls anymore. So this I got at Hobby Lobby. I think it was $10. I don't know if it's one of those things that goes on sale all the time, but it was 10. I figured that was fine. This is the cross stitch that I started quite a while back. That, oh, good job, Stephanie. That I'm hoping to finish and maybe hang in that space. Cross stitching isn't as easy when your eyes don't work well as it was, you know, at one point. So just little miscellaneous things in here. Some stickers, I don't know. I just have extra, like, I would say office supplies in there. Papers, I write myself notes all the time. This is a journal that I have started, I've been working on for, I can't even tell you how long, because I've stopped and started probably, I don't know, 10 times, not kidding. So this is the new larger one that I got. I just reorganized my shelves up here. It's all the same stuff. Took a couple things down. And then over here on this wall, this is my little, I didn't make any of that, but I really like that kind of stuff. And so I just pared it down a little bit. And then I decided to keep the dresser. And in here, this is thrift store find. And yes, I still have an old stereo. Isn't that funny? Sometimes I forget how to use it because it's been so long. So I'm just going to show you what I have in here because I don't think I've ever done that. I have ribbon in both of them. And then in the lower one, just a bunch of odds and ends and ribbon. There's some sewing patterns, things like that. And then the bottom. So my sewing machine can do embroidery, and I've tried to do it once and it didn't go well. So that's the stuff for embroidery if I ever figure that out on my machine. And then I have a bunch of this stuff in here. I do have a couple of things under there. It's my old Sizzix stuff in there, the few that I've kept, and then embossing folders in that one. So that's really it, you guys. And so really what I need to do now is make a mess. That means actually make something. I've taken quite a long break and would like to get back to it. I'm hoping that this will inspire me to do so. So most of the things that I have in here, if you have any questions on where I got them, I will try and put links in the description box below. I've had questions on this before. I got it at a local furniture store. I don't know that they still sell it. This thing was not IKEA, but my husband bought that for me, my little sewing desk, and I have no idea where he got that from. My desk, he got from World Market, but it's been probably 5 years ago, so I have no idea if that's something that they still sell. And I've been asked about that before as well. Everything else, like these thrifted things, I love my stamp, my block stamp thing, but I've not seen one. I got that at a thrift store, so I don't know. Anyway, you guys, I will do my best to link a few things that might interest you. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.